16 and
Yeah, I'm
17 is
appealing.
in relation to a public interest litigation which was filed in
My lord, I am appealing for the
certain
custodian of
illegal-
enemy property.
my lord, certain illegal constructions. My lord, before my lord takes up the PIL,
What happened to the matter in Supreme Court?
my lord, the order has been passed in the Supreme Court directing all the matters to come before my lord and my lord to
Please show that order.
and my lord, the stay, which there was a confusion with regard to the stay, that particular confusion has also been clarified by the Supreme Court, my lord.
ওকে লাস্টে কোনো ডাইরেকশন ছিল না, একটা কন্টেম্প ফাইল করেছিল, সেটা শুনবো বলে এইটুকুই বলেছিল, অ্যাডজন করছি।
নেক্সট উইক বললেন
কত তারিখে অর্ডার বল?
17 সেপ্টেম্বর।
17th September order. অন্যগুলো দাও।
My lord, I appear for the state.
Yes.
I pay for CS Limited, my lord.
ওদের মুখ দেখান করে
17th order আছে তোদের কাছে?
My lord, I am led by the senior standing counsel. I appear for the state in this matter.
ডিমলিশ করে দিতে বলেছে।
Paragraph 8.
আপনার লাগবে?
Final, right?
Now the technical member and judicial member have been appointed.
My lord.
Yes, yes. Tribunal is now functioning.
Tribunal is functioning.
My lord.
So now, as against the orders of demolition,
My lord.
aggrieved persons can go before the tribunal.
Can go before the Lord tribunal. And if he makes an application for stay, the stay
That's up to the tribunal to consider.
Otherwise,
But the last order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court
My
on
lord.
17th September,
My lord.
it says, para 8, page 4,
yes, my lord.
Yes.
all these matters are accordingly disposed of, leaving it open to the parties to approach the High Court if so required. It is clarified that this court has not granted any interim stay or direction, either to maintain status quo or to stop demolition drive. Directions issued by the High Court from time to time shall be binding on the parties, and any clarification so required may be obtained from the High Court. So therefore, you need to proceed with the demolition.
Yes, yes. But
Yes.
in terms of that, the order of the Supreme Court, in paragraph 8 of the court.
My lord, these, my lord,
My lord, if-
subject to your lordship.
Unless, my lord,
That is given.
Access from 148/47, lordship. My lord, these belong to, my lord, custodian of enemy property, my lord, in respect of which this SLP was filed. And my lord, the Honorable Supreme Court has specifically mentioned that there is no bar or, my lord, embargo, my lord, to carry out the demolition proceeding. Lordship kindly clarifies that otherwise, my lord, the KMC will not proceed.
No,
Of
why
course they
we can't clarify Supreme Court's order. Supreme Court's order is very clear.
Yes.
And the
Very good.
clarification came because of, my lord, the confusion sought to be created by a set of occupants and the Kolkata Municipal
That
Corporation.
has been now clarified.
Now has been clarified. Now, my
Everything
lord,
is clarified.
now if your lordship, my lord, apropos this, if your lordship come back to your lordship's order of 3rd May,
Yes.
3rd of May 2024, where your lordship was pleased to direct, my lord, constitution of a task force. My lord, kindly have a look at this order of 3rd May, my lord.
Yes.
3rd of May. My lord, internal page 2, 3rd paragraph.
And who are the building owners? We are not here.
My lord,
Agent
my lord,
of
it has come from the report of the corporation, which is all on record, that, my lord, most of the buildings, they have not been able to identify who are the owners. Either it is the Waqf board or it is the custodian, but the owners are not there. So constructions have been carried out.
Then what they can do is paste a notice by affixation.
Done. Pursuant to your lordship
You
previous
proceed with
direction, done.
demolition. Once you start breaking, the owner will come running.
But the owner are basically the developers, the land mafias. Well, this is
Now, there are two issues, sir. In this order, we have said for the purpose of vacating the occupants of the building, a special task force has to be constituted with the Kolkata police. Otherwise, the authorities of KMC would not be able to carry out the statutory duties to effectively demolish the unauthorized structure.
Lord, may I?
Hmm.
As far as this is concerned, Lord, and my learned friend will bear me out, under the Calcutta Municipal Corporation Act itself,
Hmm.
it specifically provides 412, I may be wrong, but provides that as and when the corporation feels it necessary, will ask the police to have a building vacated so that corporation will carry out the demolition. So in every of these cases, wherever there is a illegal building, corporation and they find that it is occupied and the occupants do not, the corporation first tries to have it vacated. They don't vacate, then they intimate the police. Thereafter, police has to vacate it statutorily. They have to have it vacated and obviously to provide protection to the personnel of the Calcutta Corporation when the demolition work. And that is going on at present also there are buildings which is being demolished, which is having that sort of provision. So as far as that, it is specifically there.
No, in order to facilitate the process, because there are a lot of occupants, we passed this order. So the Kolkata police can extend assistance.
No, it is always extending. The local police station, with the help of the, usually what happens when it is in Calcutta, I know, that the headed by a deputy commissioner or an assistant commissioner, the task force, depending on the threat perception in that particular area. Because what is the sort of, how many people are there, accordingly, a full detailed program is worked out. Everyone, I have done several of these matters, that's why I know.
No, yesterday I think there's a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court which says that buildings which do not have a valid building plan and completion certificate, no water and electricity supply should be granted. So first what you can do is, the CESC can disconnect the electricity supply, and the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, if you have given a piped water connection, you disconnect it.
No, thing is this, my lord, that was a suggestion since long before this honorable court. Now the Supreme Court is passing such an order in order to prevent. This is the, my lord, the first thing to be done.
Yes.
Now the thing is this, my lord, the electricity whenever applies, the somebody knows, my lord, under the Electricity Act, somebody is coming to the court, they are getting the connection, and water supply in some certain cases, my lord, without intimating to us. It's a old building, a connection is there. Then in that building, my lord, the structure is rising. Now the structure, my lord, raised, my lord, then the new connection is to be obtained. They are not taking the new connection. Old connection, which is in the premises, they are utilizing that.
All right. Now
I can definitely, my lord, it was also an instruction sometimes, my lord, the persons are coming out, the inhuman, my lord, the actions are being taken, electricity, water, you are preventing, you go on demolition, but this is the way. But I can, my lord, proceed also, my lord, in time and again, my lord, I suggested before this court that such an action could be taken, because sometimes the administration, but they are facing certain difficulties in the process of doing that.
now what we'll now that because of the orders passed by the Honorable Supreme
My
Court,
lord.
etc., this order of 3rd May could not be implemented. There we fixed a peremptory time limit of 15th of June 2024. We will extend the time by another 30 days.
My lord.
In the meantime, CESC will disconnect electricity supply, water supply will be disconnected, and the special task force, the police will render assistance to evict the occupants of the building.
My lord.
Then you file a report, seal the building, then demolition drive will start.
My lord.
See, the problem is these unauthorized structures are unsafe,
Absolutely.
and the concrete pillars are so very fragile. Something happens.
And my lord, your lordship will be surprised to note there's one building when initially we moved the petition and in May 2024, your lordship was pleased to pass this order. Based on the report of the corporation, your lordship came to a prima facie conclusion. There is one building which is, there is no construction. It is still the ground. There's nothing. Now today we filed an application which is on board. Matlab, in October we found there's a 3-story building which has come up.
Well, we
The
submitted-
entire civil construction is complete and they are working overnight. So we had to constrain to file that application prior to the long vacation.
Here's how she says, well, that we submitted a report in detail in respect of all the premises which the number has been given. in the
And thereafter,
report.
your lordship was pleased to pass an
13th of
interim
March
order prior to the
2024.
vacation.
In that case, my lord, we have stated in details each one of the premises, my lord, where the proceedings has been continuing, the notice has been issued. My lord says the persons' names are not there, but each notice where contains the names of the persons responsible
No,
for
you,
making the unauthorized construction.
no, with Kolkata police will give you the necessary assistance. First, let the occupants be removed from the building.
That is,
I'll tell you Lordship, what happened. This over the I said. What happens, my lord, the demolition and the vacating has to happen more or less simultaneously.
Hmm.
Because what happens is otherwise, if a police vacates it, put them out. The corporation
Nay.
is starting because, my lord, in the interim between.
Again they come
Go back.
No, that we'll pass an order that it should occur simultaneously.
Yes.
See, the thing is, let us assume 60 people are staying in all the houses put together.
No, each house would have more than 60 each would have. Hundreds have, that's the, there are buildings which have come up.
Flats like matchboxes.
It was hard.
Flats like matchboxes.
Have to take
Each
people.
building, several.
But there are properties I've come across where there are few hundred people. And I'll tell you, Lordship, the sort of resistance that is faced is I have to deal with these on a regular basis. So I'm category. When the women, 30 women will die on the road with children, and their police has to have, actually the lady police force has to be requisitioned.
Basically, left them.
One case, there was a leukemia patient was made to lie in front. Every time the police force will be approaching, then they'll get that patient and may lie down over there. These are the sort of resistance that come. But every time, what happens is ultimately we have to put in more force, and ultimately we get them vacated.
No,
What is there now?
see, suppose some mishap happens and the whole structure collapses.
It is
Casualty, we can't
in any
imagine.
case,
These
may I say
people-
this? One cannot be given a premium on a illegal construction. I'm the last person who could come and say a word on this, because giving them any sort of assistance would be giving premium to a illegal construction, which your lordship certainly cannot. But I'm only saying that we do provide assistance to have it vacated and simultaneously. In fact, I'm grateful to my learned friend. He pointed out that in terms of the lordship's order, the task force has been set up. But that is on I was seeing that as senior officer. The work cannot only, these works are not done by senior officers. They have to
Can
be
only
done by it be supervised by a senior officer, but the groundwork has to happen. Which in individual cases where programs are made up, which say so many rapid action force constables, so many lady policemen, so many. But it's a detailed program which is worked out. But today I have it. I don't have it, but I've seen plenty of such, which happens in the.
No, they know how to
Yes, Lord.
assess
Depending on the situation.
situation. They will.
They-
My lord, so far CSC is concerned, it's already, my lord, I have instructed and they have also informed me accordingly that no new connection has been provided or would be provided within that.
What about the
connection?
existing connection?
Existing, disconnect that.
That because if the whole
All of
structure-
that, then the corporation need to inform us that this is the building, we are going to demolish it, after having it vacated. In that event, if that.
No.
Well, they do not ascertain when the
they
connection
have
is
given-
given, the building is authorized, the building, they do not require the sanction of the plan.
My lord,
And naturally, my lord, they, my lord,
No.
On a
We only-
practical front,
Corporation has, corporation has given a list.
my lord, for providing an electricity connection under section 43 of the Electricity Act, my lord, the format that is required is only we have to find out whether he is in actual occupation and having a voter card and pen and Aadhaar card or in support of in regard to that particular premises or the flat. Only that much is required for providing connection. Nothing else. So whether sanction
Now
plan
we will
it
issue
do
a
not
directive.
come within our, my lord,
Corporation has now given a list of all these unauthorized structures.
Lordship,
We will issue a direction to CESC
right,
to
sir.
disconnect the electricity
My lord.
supply to all those unauthorized buildings.
My
If
lord,
you exchange that list with them, they will disconnect.
Correct.
Corporation, whatever old connection, water connection, you disconnect. Then the task force will be constituted. They'll
That is constituted.
all right,
Yeah.
and the program will be drawn. You fix a date for demolition. Fix a date for eviction and simultaneous demolition,
Right.
and report the progress before this court.
Lordship,
Otherwise, because the direction issued by Supreme Court is very, very categorical.
No, of course, my lord, these were, because if there is an order of ours, my lord, so far as the demolition of the particular building,
Hmm.
then it has to be pulled down. There is no doubt about it, together with the fact that the Supreme Court has also passed such an order.
Hmm.
Therefore, whatever the order we have already passed in respect of the buildings, my lord, the order, my lord, under section 408,
Hmm.
one or two cases, possibly, my lord, the 400 subsection 1 proceeding is continuing. I do not know the latest position. I'll ascertain that fact, that so far as the other buildings are concerned, which are absolutely unauthorized, the Mayoral Council had already passed an order under section 408 for demolition of the structure. Now, my lord, of course, my lord, your lordship will ask us, my lord, regarding that disconnection of the water line, my lord, we will, of course, my lord, will do it. And we will intimate to the police, my lord, as and when the program to be fixed on a particular building, my lord, to vacate the premises so that we can
Yes, you
execute
can
the
go
order.
building by building.
That is because simultaneously.
Simultaneously,
we
there
don't
will
have
be
to-
No, no, that will be create a chaos.
No,
That
no,
will, my lord,
That
ultimately.
program, demolition, eviction and demolition program, it is between the corporation and the police.
My lord.
Absolutely.
Please come.
corporation to inform us about the premises in which
Yes,
we have
yes,
to
yes.
disconnect.
May I be
Disconnect
lordship?
it from the outside source.
These writ petitions were filed as public interest litigation,
Put a line down.
pointing out very serious issues wherein multi-storied unauthorized constructions have been put up and the developers have
Enemy property.
either sold or let out those illegally constructed flats and several persons were in occupation. After elaborate hearing of the matter on various dates, on
70.
23rd March 2024, sorry, on 22nd August.
September.
Anjan, where is that 22nd August
Order
2024?
by age by 25.
27 September.
No, the SLP was filed against that 22nd order.
My lord, I'll tell you, lordship, my lord, there were two separate special leave petition. One was from the order of the division bench presided over by Justice Banerjee. That was in respect of one property, where, my lord, there was a writ, there was an appeal, and the appeal court said
Until the tribunal.
until the tribunal. That is one. So that was a special leave petition by the custodian of enemy properties.
Yes.
In that SLP, initially there was an interim order by which
Yes.
the order of the division bench was stayed. Malad, then the other one was the 3rd May order of your lordship, by which your lordship directed constitution of the task force. From that order, one of the occupants went in appeal before the Supreme Court.
Oh, that is Mohammed Fakir Alam and another.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Sir,
Residing in the same premises.
various dates. This court passed an order on 3rd May 2024.
My lord, only one indulgence may I seek before your lordship. My lord, in respect of the property which I was mentioning, which was initially,
No, that
there was
will
no
come
construction
one
and
by
then-
one by
My-
one. An order was passed on 3rd May 2024, by which direction was issued for demolition, for eviction of the unauthorized occupants of the illegal buildings and for demolition. In the said order, a direction was issued to the Kolkata police to form a special task force to enable the Kolkata Municipal Corporation within bracket KMC to carry out their statutory duties and effectively demolish the unauthorized structures. we are informed by the learned senior standing counsel for the state that the task force has been constituted. As against the order passed by this court on 3rd May 2024 in WPOP 1 of 2024, specially petition civil diary number 23380 of 2024 was filed by a few occupants of the building, of the illegal building. And an order of status quo was passed by the Honorable Supreme Court on 3/6/2024. In respect of another building, the matter went before the Honorable Division Bench in an intra-court appeal in MAT 1152 of 2023, in which a direction was issued that till the municipal building tribunal is constituted, no coercive action shall be taken in respect of the said building in question. The building in question, not said. As against the said order passed by the Honorable Division Bench dated 22nd August 2023 in MAT 1152 of 2023, the custodian of enemy property of India filed a special leave petition before the Honorable Supreme Court in special leave to appeal C number 11834 of 2024. The said special leave petition was heard along with SLPC number 12834 of 2024, and final orders were passed by the Honorable Supreme Court on 17/9/2024. At this juncture, it would be beneficial to extract paragraph 8 of the said order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. There it is there in this file, paragraph 8, page 4. In terms of the above order, it is clear that there is no order of interim stay or a direction either to maintain status quo or to stop the demolition drive. And the directions issued by this court from time to time were held to be binding on the parties, and any clarification, if so required, may be obtained from the High Court only. Thus, the order and direction issued by this court on 3rd May 2024 in WPOP 1 of 2024 has to be complied with in its letter and spirit. Accordingly, we direct the Calcutta Police and the officials of the Calcutta Municipal Corporation to coordinate with the officials of the Calcutta Police / Special Task Force and draw up a plan for eviction of the unauthorized occupants and for simultaneous demolition of the illegal construction. The program shall be drawn in consultation with both the authorities and effective steps be taken in this regard. We are further informed that electricity connection has been given to those unauthorized constructions, and there is also in certain cases water connection. The Calcutta Municipal Corporation shall inform the CESC Limited the list of the list of the buildings which are illegally constructed, and on receipt of the details, CESC shall immediately take steps for disconnection of the electricity supply to the said buildings or units thereof. Simultaneously, the Calcutta Municipal Corporation shall also disconnect the water supply to those illegally constructed buildings. Full stop. Action taken report. Full stop. Since this court has been directed to monitor the entire matter. An action taken report shall be filed by the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, the Kolkata Police, and the CEAC. List the matter on 14th February.
You should, after that, at the end of that month, you should fix it up. In the meantime, let us know how much progress we will.
All right, 28th of February. In order to facilitate CESC to disconnect the electricity connection and the Kolkata Municipal Corporation to disconnect the water connection, necessary police assistance be rendered.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
To the
that,
other.
that
I'm
will be
deeply obliged, my lord, deeply
Otherwise-
obliged.
As and when this-
No, it will be necessary.
It will be necessary. Disconnecting.
My lord, may I also indicate,
deeply
my lord,
obliged, my
item
lord.
17 is a contempt matter, is an application for contempt that I have taken out. My lord, this pertains to one of the properties amongst, there were a list of 10 properties that I had provided. At the stage when the report was filed, my lord was pleased to take cognizance of the fact that one of the property was grazed to the ground, and at the time the report was prepared in February 2024. My lord, thereafter I have approached this court and also on several occasions tried to point out that today there is a G+3 structure existing on the property, and it is now, as we speak, my lord, it is being constructed. The entire structure is complete between October
And
and
also they will demolish
my lord, necessary directions be passed in respect of that property as well.
properties.
Now, this is 147H by 25. My lord, the contempt application, if my lord is
It is
pleased
also
to take up,
covered in the proceedings.
my lord, but then
Covered, then it's
if
all right.
orders were not passed in respect of this particular property, my lord, may I only indicate page 102 of the report.
147/H/25, Keshav Chandra Sen
Yes,
Street,
my lord.
PS Amirhe Street, Kolkata.
Yes, my lord. My lord,
170
page
by 8 by
102.
47.
Ah.
178
My
by
lord,
47.
my lord, will
Keshav Chandra
kindly take
Street.
up page 101 and
No,
102
no, 147/H.
H by 25.
This is
25.
also covered in that.
My lord, at this stage when my lord had
At
passed the
that
third,
stage, it was a vacant ground.
it was vacant. My lord, will
All
kindly
Sir,
take,
this contempt application also common order. This contempt application has been filed alleging disobedience of the order in WPOP 1 of 2024 in respect of one premises bearing number 147/H/25, Keshav Chandra Sen Street, PS Amirhe Street, Kolkata 700009. It is submitted by the learned advocate for the applicant that when directions were issued in the writ petition in respect of other properties, there was no construction in this property. And as on date, there is a multi-storied construction put up, and there, which according to the applicant is in violation of the directions issued by this court in its order dated 23rd February 2024. Since already comprehensive direction has been issued
20.
in the writ petitions, we direct the Kolkata Municipal Corporation to take steps for demolition of the building in the premises number 147 so and CESC to disconnect the electricity supply if given, and also the water supply if it had been, if such connection had been given. Steps taken in this regard shall also be submitted in the action taken report as directed in the preceding paragraph. The contempt petition stands accordingly disposed of. So we'll have the writ petitions before us.
Grateful one.
Next.